Check one, check two, check three, check four, check one, check two, check three, check four. Let's go ahead and back this up a little more. Let's go ahead and back that up to where you get a full view of me. So, what is going on, folks? Well, I probably need to lower my microphone. No, it's good. What? God damn it, allergies. Ugh. What is going on, folks? Welcome to the Late Night Podcast. We give a host, me, Retro. We're gonna be talking 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, such as life. So, um, one of my first damn notifications. Also, big shout out to the Cosmos Lounge, and also big shout out to Reggie Neighbors for letting me on his panel for a little bit. Latoya Williams, what's going on, sweetheart? Good to see you. Um, First and foremost, I am a child of the early 2000s. I was born in '98. I didn't get to live the '90s, unfortunately, but it was quite the big deal that I got to live the 2000s. There were no Walkmans involved. There were no mixtapes involved. There was none of that. There was mostly VHS tapes. So there was a shooting at the Fair Retro. Latoya, no talking negative nonsense in my chat, please. Please delete that. No offense, I do not want to hear about shootings in my chat. No offense. This is a positive chat. Keep it positive, please. Anyway. Moving on. I'm a child of the 2000s. I am a birth baby of the 98, of the year 98. And I really missed pretty much every bit of the 90s. So, my brother Darius was born in 94, I believe, and or 95, and my sister Vernice was born in 93. They got to live some of the 90s, of course. And quite frankly, I was more into songs and artists such as God, who are the artists? Just artists such as, the 80s. I was introduced to 80s music when I was growing up, such as Live. And also, I was introduced to Phil Collins a lot. Never was introduced into the music of Genesis, but the music that was introduced to me was Phil Collins, like You'll Be in My Heart, One of the Strangers Like Me, stuff like that. So that's mostly from the movie Tarzan, the original Disney movie Tarzan. That's why I grew up watching growing up. And it was quite the movie. Like, we actually got a VHS called A Bug's Life, and there was. No, was it A Bug's Life? No. I can't remember what VHS it was. It was one that involved um, the Tarzan preview, and when they were talking about the choreography of how he surfed among tree trunks and everything. And it was quite the introduction to the movie. And I believe the VHS or the DVD they talked about this on was Mulan. Now, if no one knows what Mulan is, the cartoon one, go check out the movie. It's a great movie. I personally did not like the live action. It was not. I mean, the song choreography was a hit, right? But it's not like the original. Okay? And a lot of these live action Disney movies, they're okay. Okay, they're okay. but it's not my cup of tea. I prefer the actual Lion King. Like, one of my favorite Lion King movies was not the first Lion King, not the second Lion King. My favorite Lion King movie happens to be Lion King 1.5, which is the prequel and to all the movies, both the movies. It goes to before the beginning, as Timon would say in the intro of the movie. And I watched Lion King 1.5 when I was very young. It was a very good movie. We had it on DVD. Never really got into Harry Potter when I was growing up. It was just not my thing. I mean, we did watch it a lot growing up. I was just not interested in it at all until I got older. So, um, was mostly a Teletubby fan, mostly a Barney fan. Um, but one of the main things from the '80s that was introduced to me was none other than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtle and a Half Shell Turtle Power, from the '80s cartoon when when Angel had the yellow jumpsuit, and that's where my love for the turtles began because my mother would buy figures, turtle sets, you name it, and um we owned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. And if you wait right here, I actually have the movie. Hold on. Hold on. Oops. There it is. Alright. I'm back. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. But one of the main movies I own on VHS, it's part of the retro collection. Hold on, Lone Wolf Gaming Glory, Big Legs, what's up, man? Hello, Lone Wolf Gaming Glory, how you doing? But yes, like I said, I actually own a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 on VHS. I have yet to watch it. No, I don't even think I rewinded it all the way. It needs rewound a bit heavily, so um and the box is tore up. You can tell someone didn't take care of this. But if you look right here, it says awesome value free discount coupon book inside the video cassette. And it would be inside the package here. Almost Halloween and Friday. Yep, exactly, buddy. Whoops. Now, this happens to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that was one of the first appearances live action of Casey Jones. Casey Jones, I believe, only appeared in the third movie, if I'm correct. I don't know. I haven't watched the first one. I've only watched this one and the second one, and I vaguely remember watching the first one. I do not have any memory of the first one, even though I have a vague memory of it. Now, the Turtles movie and the series in the '80s was one of my favorite, but really one of my biggest favorite crossover episodes with the Power Rangers was when they met the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. High school stuff. Thank you, bud. Now, I don't know if some of you knew this, but there was supposedly a female turtle. Yes, there was a female turtle in the in the Power Rangers and Turtle crossover episode. So, so it was quite the crossover. There's been several crossovers over the years. Like naming one of them, okay. I have watched what is it, Jimmy Neutron and Fairy Odd Parents. Um, the crossover 3 episodes. There were 3 episodes in all of those crossovers. There was the first one when Jimmy met Timmy. There was the second one, then there was the third one when they made a creation. So yeah, there were 3 crossover episodes of Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron. So you always have great stuff to show, great content creator. Keep grinding. You're awesome. Well, thank you, bud. But I'm not gonna be on here much longer because I have to call my mother, and then after that, I will be doing a Wheel of Fortune triple feature, and then but before that, I have to clip a video that I promised I'd clip. So there was a video I promised I'd clip. So yeah, and but then after that, we'll do Wheel of Fortune. So we have about give or take 19 more minutes until I have to get off here. So I'm gonna be getting off here off of this podcast at 7 o'clock, give or take. So um now something else that I picked up recently. I shouldn't show too many pickups, but let me empty out the cash in here because I want to see what kind of coins we got. I don't have many coins. Never mind. I had picked up this retro American Eagle wallet. I gave my old Levi wallet to my housemate, Beetle Bill. I can't say his real name due to video consent laws. He has asked that his real name be kept secret, which I respect. So, now I will say I have a couple of things coming in on eBay as we speak, and there are going to be some serious pickups. Like, I can't even tell you how good these pickups are. One of which is going to be for Retroing reality here. I'm trying to go ahead and hit that. I give it a minute. We got one order that's shipped that's at the top of the list. It happens to be Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, the PC. So, oh, why is this acting like that? Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, the PC, as well as the Doom 3 the Doom 3 PC game is still waiting shipment. We have the Northern Trolls. Oh, hold on. I should be watching the chat. Sorry, guys, I didn't see you. Hello, hello. What live? How you doing, Greens? Beautiful people. The hey, look at this. What's going on, buddy? All right, back to what I was doing. We have the Northern Trolls card pack that we're still waiting on. LED watch. The jacket was delivered, and we have the adapter that we're still waiting for. So, let's take a look at what we are looking at on these package deliveries. I want to see. Okay, so the bound, the All Wars Bound in Blood is coming from Austin, Texas. It is in pre-shipment right now. So it's in pre-shipment right now. The Doom 3 is still waiting shipment. Let's take a look at the Northern Trolls and let me. It's loading. Let me quickly showcase down here. So, okay. There's still no details on the Northern Trolls card packs. So, and then we got the LED watch that I ordered because I wanted to have a watch. That's in transit right now. It's still departed from airport destination. The adapter is currently, it still says the same. So, but yes, I'm looking forward to playing Call of War as Bound in Blood. I have to say again, because I haven't played it since I had my Xbox 360. Call of War as Bound in Blood, in my opinion, is one of the best Call of Wars, or even cowboy and western games in general. The gameplay is awesome. You get to choose between Ray McCaw and Thomas McCaw. I I picked Ray McCaw when I played it the first time because dual wielding pistols. Come on, you can't go wrong with that. And he also has dynamite, so that's why I like Call of War as Bound in Blood. Now, if the Doom 3 set does ship and it gets here, that's gonna be a big deal too, because I actually played that on on my Xbox 360 at one point, and also on my original Xbox at one point. So that was one of the main things that I played, folks, and it was pretty big deal. So now, when as a reminder, folks, when the adapter gets here, um, when the adapter gets here, there will be a chance to live stream my Atari onto YouTube as we speak. So how is everyone doing? Let's say hello to some of you other beautiful people. Lone Wolf Gaming is cool. What Life says, greetings, beautiful people. Greetings, What Life? What's going on, buddy? The hey, look at this says, sup, big chillin'. Hey, the hey, look at this. How you doing? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I recently, once again, had something from my childhood, but it doesn't have the same logo. It's Kids Cuisine. I had Kids Cuisine again, so it was a good meal. I had both of them. I had the one for lunch, and then I had the other one for dinner. So I'm still working on my actually, I already finished my pretzels. So I see them hearts. Thank you guys for the hearts and the celebratory stuff and the 100%. Thank you guys very much. And thank you guys for the 3 likes. Much appreciated. Now, going off of what I was introduced to in the early 2000s on television, like I liked watching Mythbusters. I liked watching Mythbusters a lot. A lot. Mythbusters was one of my favorite TV shows growing up. That and How It's Made. Cash Cab, of course. Wheel of Fortune. The old Jeopardy with Alex Trebek before he got cancer. So, and some other games. What was one of the main game shows type things that I watched growing up on Nickelodeon was Nickelodeon Guts, The Hidden Legend of the Hidden Temple, Nick Arcade, What's My Line Anyway, or what? I can't remember what the other game was, but or Beat the Clock or whatever. I don't know. But Nickelodeon had a wide variety of these game shows, and it was on a network of Nickelodeon called Nickelodeon Gas. So now, if you want to talk about actual cartoons I grew up on, I grew up on like Ren and Stimpy, rarely. I grew up on Mr. Meaty Meats. I grew up on Curious George, Avatar: The Last Airbender, SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, Cat Dog, Rocco's Modern Life, Rugrats, Hey Arnold, stuff like that. and even Rocket Power I watched growing up. So those were games I like, or movies I like. No, those were TV shows I like to watch. Now I actually own somewhere around here. I actually own the Rugrats in Paris, the movie, on VHS, and on my channel I have a YouTube short of it. So I have a YouTube short of it, which will definitely keep you guys up to date. Toys growing up were things like Legos, Lincoln Logs, Mega Blocks. Specifically for Legos, we had Star Wars sets, Lego Batman sets, the old kind, Lego City. Uh, we didn't have what we have today on Legos. Like Legos there are baller for Lego sets. I don't even play with Legos anymore because I've lost interest in them. But like even Minecraft, like way back in the early 2000s. Yes, that's right. Minecraft was a thing in the early 2000s. But in Minecraft back then was not like what it is today with all the updates and shit. There was not an online server. Well, there was an online server, but it wasn't as vibrant as it is today. Hey, Verna. Hey, Vase Place. How you doing? But like Minecraft and Roblox and all those different online games like Wizard 101, those were the games from the early 2000s. And what they have for today on both Wizard 101, crazy as ever, of course. Nice. What they have on Wizard 101, Roblox, and Minecraft back in the day versus now is a lot different. Even Adventure Quest and Adventure Quest Worlds, they have a 3D Adventure Quest version, and it's a lot different. Now, I like that when you go to the App Store, you can still find the retro, old school classic RuneScape, and they kept it same. Now, here's a fun fact about RuneScape and me. I actually went to the Vassboro Community School library where Mr. Rao used to work. That's my old librarian. And I would check out the RuneScape manual book all the freaking time. And that was mainly my book I checked out. That and how to draw so and so. Those were my books, like how to draw books. Um, what else? The RuneScape book, the horror movie monsters book, the aliens book, UFO books, stuff like that. That was what I was interested in back in my childhood. So those are books I was interested in. And funny enough, given the fact that it was the early 2000s, I had watched a movie called Titan AE, which is a movie that some of you or most of you have never even heard about. If you're a youngin in the chat. Now, now Titan AE was one of the first movies I ever watched, period. And we had the book, the actual readable book with pictures in it, in the library, and I had my teacher, ed tech, Miss Bragdon, read it out to me. And it's funny that I remember all my teachers' names. So now, given the fact that when Christmas came around, favorite books to read, the the Lost Mitten or the Mitten, and Jan Brett's Gingerbread Man, Gingerbread Baby, Gingerbread Girl, Gingerbread Boy, Gingerbread Woman, yada yada yada. I loved my favorite, like all time book writer, author, and illustrator was Jan Brett. Jan Brett is lovely, lovely art author, lovely illustrator. She was one of the greatest back in the day. I don't even know if she's still alive, that author and illustrator, that book writer. But If she is, that's awesome. And I just wish I could get a chance to say hello to her and tell her, look, I was inspired by your books back in the day. And I love Christmas. I love Halloween. I love every bit of everything that is Dan Brett's books. And I remember actually one of our books came on Reading Rainbow one day. Reading Rainbow was one of those series we used to watch on VHS when we were learning in school. That and Magic School Bus. One of the first Magic School Bus episodes I had watched was the one about the digestive system. And that was my favorite one so far. Now, other different titles of VHS cartoons and everything that I owned would be like, what is it? Schoolhouse Rock, um, which would have been Grammar Rock, with conjunction, junction, what's your function? Mixing up words and all of function. That's what I listened to back in the day. And also, we also owned a sunny, sunny time station or sunny time station, which is basically about a jukebox. Shiny time station. I can't remember what it was. Shiny time station. It was about a train track, and there was a jukebox with little people in it, little puppets. And that was one of the things I watched. That and Puzzle Place. I don't know if some of you knew what Puzzle Place was. I later on I find out that the autistic ribbon is a puzzle piece ribbon. And I look at my mother. I'm like, so that's why you made me watch Puzzle Place, you cheeky woman. And that's really why I enjoyed Puzzle Place so much, because the fact of the way it was taught, the way people were, the actors holding the puppets insinuated the actrigue choreography of the play, that is the skit, that is the script, that is the movie episodes. So, and I just can't help but think, that was my childhood. And later on in life, we actually, in the mid early 2000s, when we moved to New Hampshire, that's really where I grew into my New Hampshire accent. Um, we started liking wrestling. Yes, wrestling. WWE. We watched WCW reruns, WWE reruns, WWF reruns. I actually own WWF VHSs on VHS. So WWF on VHS is like a bunch of matches. And I just can't help but remember when I first watched the first wrestling series, TNA. And I'm not saying it was the first wrestling series, I'm saying it was the first one I saw. So, all right, guys, we got about 1 minute left. Uno minuto left. And then we're going to call it. So, it'll be a half an hour and 1 minute. So before we click off of here, I'm gonna go ahead and paste and pin my my donation links. They're also pinned to the bottom if you would like to donate. Let me quickly type. I don't need to type that. I'll quickly pin that. And if anyone would like to donate to one of those links, it helps the channel a lot. It also helps me get groceries because I can't afford groceries half the time. I'm living off of $15 a week per our grocery trips, so, and I only get $25 once a month with the 15 that's weekly. So if you guys want to donate, that's up to you, but it does help the channel and help me a lot. But in about Well, we're going to end because it's already been a half an hour. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Please hit that like button. Subscribe. Don't forget to leave a commentary in the description below. If you like this video, you want to see more of it, and I'll see you later. May the retro be with you. Stay retro. And man, if you're not retro, you're repro. Live long and prosper. Peace and long life. And kapla. And don't forget, if you haven't seen this full video, either restart or please be kind and rewind. Bye, guys. May the retro be with you. See you later, breakers. Peace.